Today we witness the end of an era. After 14 seasons, the Rolex Sports Car Series will contest its final event. And the championships are still very much up for grabs. Sit down and hang on. It's going to be a wild ride. After 9 months of the closest competition in series history, the closing chapter is about to be written in the final Rolex Sports Car Series season. It's been a year of preparation, discipline, agony, and for a select few, glory. And now it all comes down to this final round of 2013. Historic Lime Rock Park is center stage for this championship showdown. Will emerging superstar Jordan Taylor hold off veteran Scott Pruitt, who's looking for his 4th straight championship? Will Porsche hang on to their narrow lead in GT? It's championship time, and it's all or nothing right now on Fox Sports.
Maybe I'm a different breed. Maybe I'm a listening. So baby, I'm a lady.
Jordan Taylor takes the lead here. Look at Lally. He's looking for the first win of the year.
Jordan Taylor and Andy Lally. Victory at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca.
Fox Sports and the Rolex Sports Car Series welcome you to the final round of the 2013 season. With championships on the line, it's championship weekend at Lime Rock Park. Absolutely perfect fall weather in the northwest corner of the state of Connecticut. Chip Ganassi sitting on the pit box waiting to get things going. You'll look at the field as they're lined up behind the pace car coming through what's known as West Bend and to the downhill to start the final event, not only of the season, but of the Rolex Sports Car Series. After 14 years, Dane Cameron, a great job in qualifying in the red, yellow, and black number 42 on pole. Outside, the number 5 of Christian Fittipaldi. His Corvette lined up looking for green. It waves, and we are racing at Lime Rock Park.
And look at this, the number 99 Red Dragon of John Fogarty, one of the championship contenders, slides it down to the inside. Angelelli right behind him. They're on the curbs.
And championship implications for Max Angelelli. They lead the championship in the number 10, the black and orange number 10.
Look at Justin Wilson there going argy-bargy through turn 3 with John Fogarty. He now holds the inside line for the right-hander.
This racetrack this morning is really slippery. We just had a race and a lot of it.
Fogarty's off. He's going to turn the car.
He has gone around. I don't think he hit the wall.
Just dropped that left side off, lost grip, and turned the 99 around.
I was just talking about the racetrack being really slippery. We just had a race conclude. Everybody's stacked up here.
And for John Fogarty, he dodged a bullet big time. He and his Gainesco team, they're in the championship hunt, but he has dropped well back.
Look at the GT field. They're all bunched up there as they get through that chicane, trying to maneuver up the uphill.
On board the number 69 Ferrari, Emil Asentato, looking back into the GT field.
Wow, what a shake-up at the start. Everybody's everywhere.
3 corners in, and there's already plenty of excitement. We said sit down and hold on. You can see why. Man, it is exciting. The running order will be in the hat at the top of the screen. You can watch that all race long, and there's the 46.
That was turned around up on the uphill, and a lot of damage to that diffuser at the bottom will take this car really slowly to the pits.
That's the new rear diffuser that this R8 has been...
Oh, a big wreck.
That's the championship leader.
That's
the 44 car. John Potter has been clouded on the exit of Big Bend. Look at the damage to our championship leader there over in the grass to the right, the gray and white Porsche.
Potter's championship is over.
Oh, no. For the 44, leading the championship as we came in by 4 points over Alessandro Balzan.
This is junk. It's no good for this car today.
It is done. In the northwest corner of Connecticut. Dorsey, take us around using Google Earth.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the busiest racetrack we run on. It's the tightest, one of the most fast racetracks as far as an average speed at 1.474 miles in length, a little bit under a mile and a half, with 7 corners, all high speed. 1 left-hander only, that's significant. You set the car up to go right around here. It's a very slippery surface. We were trying to talk about that as we just saw a race run, and it was very slippery for those guys too. All right-hand corners, tough to pass. It's going to be a lot of what we just saw at the start of this race happen, I'm afraid.
I didn't expect to see it so soon, though. A lot of the corners here named.
We're on board with Justin right behind him. Fogarty's going to spin the 99 car. Watch this.
Kind of hooks to the outside, gets in the dirt there, and then around he goes.
So lucky he didn't get T-boned.
Fittipaldi, Justin Wilson, Max Angelelli. Remember, Angelelli, Jordan Taylor, they lead the championship. They sit 4th right now in the order, and right behind them, the number 5 of Bert Frizzell. That is the top 5 in Daytona Prototype.
They dodged a bullet there, because those are the sort of incidents with the 99 car spinning. That's what can happen to our championship leader. Angelelli missed all of that mess there coming out of turn 4, so that was really a big break for those teams. But what a statement Dane Cameron set this morning. We're talking about championship contenders. They're out of the championship, but he set a lap time half a second clear on this very short lap around here at Lime Rock Park. Just a sensational run for him in qualifying.
On a racetrack that was not good either. Let's put that up there. It was cold. It was not as good as yesterday when the tracks were the first times were set.
And I like the strategy that the Salins team is playing for Dane Cameron. This is the same strategy that they used at Road America, and had it not been for a mechanical issue late in the race, they would have found victory lane.
And I tell you what, Wayne Nonemaker's been doing a tremendous job too. So when he jumps in, he's not going to go backwards. He's been doing a great job as well.
I mean, John Fogerty dodged a bullet. He's still got a car.
All right. Yeah, but the gun is reloaded because the green flag's coming back out. We're racing again, and Dane Cameron leads the field back to green.
Fittipaldi slots into second, then it's Wilson in third. There's Angelelli in that bright orange and black Velocity Worldwide car. We're on board with Ricky.
In the 66, Aston Martin from TRG will serve a stop and hold for 60 seconds for avoidable contact. But that is really no consolation for the 44 team of Magnus Racing, who led that championship. And for all intents and purposes, you got to believe they're done.
They killed the they killed the 44 more than likely. They killed the 11 more than likely.
I still think though, Dorsey, if there's any chance of getting that car fixed, remember to get some points on the board, get 30 minutes of running. There's 3 teams behind them, the 63, the 57, and the 69 should leap over them in the points today. But if those guys hit problems, the next guys are 31 and 32 points back. The 44 car have to look at that car. Is there any way they can get it back on track?
And we think of Lime Rock, such a short championship hot. So Wilson looking to have a good run here for Mike Shank Racing, and you got to go back to 4th to that car, the number 10 Velocity Worldwide entry. And Max Angelelli having a good run right now, doing what he needs to do. Keep the car clean, Chris.
That's right, Brian, and right now we see Justin Wilson stretching a little bit of distance from the 10 car just a couple laps ago. Max Angelelli all over the gearbox of that 6 machine, and the team manager down here at 10 telling Max Angelelli, hey, we got to look at the big picture here, buddy. Don't worry about Justin Wilson. Memo Rojas, that's the car we're worrying about, and right now the 01 car all the way back in 9th out there. Actually, yeah, still in 9th right now, so at that point in time, Max Angelelli finally hearing the team and starting to put a little bit of distance between he and Justin Wilson.
Well, I mean, Max Angelelli's job, Dorsey, is to bring the car to Jordan Taylor in one piece without a mark on it to race it to the end.
And the fact that he's being told the right thing. There's only 2 cars that they're racing. It's the cars.
What are the key factors you're focused on to try and get to the finish here and win it? I see Jordan's already got his helmet on.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, the race for the championship is obviously between us and Ganassi, and I'm sure Pruitt's getting ready for the car, and we're just putting Jordan in case a yellow comes in. So if a yellow comes, we need him to be ready to jump in the car.
All right, guys, it's based off of several different factors, 01 as well as overall position.
I tell you what, Jordan Taylor, what a job he has done in Dorsey. Very impressive.
He was so strong in that restart. You know, he had Dixon right behind him, and that really shows what you're made out of.
Well, you talk about Wayne Taylor and his team Velocity Worldwide this year. You have to go back to 2005. In 2005 is the last time the 10 was painted black, and guess what?
Yeah,
that's when they won the championship, so maybe that's a good omen for them. Still a long way to go. Let's check back in with Chris.
Yeah, a long way to go, and the 44 team not giving up yet. We can see a lot of damaged parts now.
Looking at that front bulkhead, I was going to telestrate it, but we're on a different shot right now. Anyway, they couldn't even have anything to bolt to.
For the lead.
Corvette goes around the inside, takes the lead. They were tie-strapping that whole front end together, which is what they have to do.
What a job by Lawson Archenbach, just jumping in this wheeling Corvette and taking the car to the front. So Edwards slips back a little bit. Now he's under pressure. That's Lee Keane looking to the inside. These are the 2 guys really in the fight for the GT Championship right now.
And this is where the 57 has to keep that car behind him. John Edwards needs to keep that red 63 Ferrari behind him. And I'm somewhat surprised, a little bit, I guess I should say, that Lawson Archenbach was kind of allowed to go by. No team orders because it's 2 different teams, but they want General Motors to win or move on.
I think we will have a bright future for the fans. The fans, I know they already enjoy Grand Am. All I can tell them is going to be a lot better.
Now Christian Fittipaldi trying to work his way
overheating,
past
guys.
GT.
Yeah, you see the
grass
the
in the
grill
front.
is all...
Look underneath the back. It's really spitting fluid. And
They
it's
need to
leaking.
bring him in, guys. I think they could bring him in now and probably do it on just one more stop. They can't afford to overheat this Chevy engine right now.
No, you've got to take your medicine. You made a mistake, but don't make it worse. They'll have telemetry that shows them the temperatures.
Yeah, he's got
completely
no air.
plugged. The 5 is going to have to come to
he's
pit
blowing
road.
water everywhere.
Chris?
Well, down here at Action Express, Elton Sawyer just mouthed running warm to me. Running warm, and Juan Barbosa just getting his helmet on, so they're going to do a driver change. They're going to do a full stop here, bring that car in, and telling the crew members, be sure to clean that grill off, possibly blow some air down into the radiator. Hopefully, if they get that radiator clean, that car will start cooling off.
Yeah, they're close. I mean, they're probably just outside their fuel. They have to come. They have to come. They're coming your way, Chris. You'll see the radiator is fully packed.
Get him right here.
Got him right there. No way for Edwards to defend that one.
Nope.
He was there, had the position. They keep it clean.
Now, what can Lee Keen do as the number 10 begins to work through the Velocity Worldwide Corvette? Past the 57, we understand Max Angelelli will pit in about 5 laps, but Keen now sets sail and tries to put some distance between himself and the 57 of Edwards. Right behind Edwards now, I believe it's Tim Keen on the radio. Go, 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 go. Now our leader is in as the 0-1 pulls away. The 10 is there.
Our race leader and also our championship leading team right now, the 10 car, Max Angelelli handing over to Jordan Taylor. Got a little bit of grass up on the grill of this car, so obviously a lot of debris out on that racetrack. I'm sure the crew is going to wipe that grass away. Going to do 4 Continental tires, full load of Sunoco race fuel, and this is the only team in pit lane. They've told me they've got a great balance of the race car.
Problem with the left front, Chris. There's a problem on the left front. Fuel is still going in. I don't think it cost them any time, but could have been costly. They get away with it.
Yeah, I saw that, Calvin. A little bit long on that left front. I think it probably lost a second or two as the fueler pulled away just before they dropped the car.
And that is where the crew members become such an important part of the outcome. Don't panic, do your job, get the car back on track. That's what they've done. And the 10 back underway. Championship still alive at Lime Rock.
Needed to do hand over a clean car to Jordan Taylor. And Max, I heard Simon, your crew chief, telling you at times, hey, take it easy. Think of the big picture out there when you were wanting to race hard with Justin Wilson. How hard is that to hold back and think about the championship?
Very difficult, especially when you have such a great car that is performing so well. Our car is really, really good, really fast. So he convinced me. I stepped back, I just parked myself behind the number 6, and all we have to do is just looking after 01 and 99. That's it.
Yeah, you guys have just had an incredibly strong car the last quarter of this season. What is clicking with this team?
Well, we always, always try to be better, go better. In the middle of the season, just remember, we had one failure. But we recovered very well, and Jordan is doing, as usual, his perfect job.
Well, Jordan doing a great job today, and his older brother doing a pretty good job too, Darren.
Hey, Ricky, all right. So
At Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca.
There's the mullet. All right, so that is one Jordan Taylor mullet. That's where it started.
That's a real mullet. That's a Dorsey mullet on the left.
That one gets you in trouble there.
Yeah.
Jordan's going to be happy with us for showing those pictures for sure. Last victory of the season, we'll find out.
Like he and Memo Rojas seem to be tied at the hip there for 2 or 3 races. Couldn't get out of each other's way and had a lot of argy-bargy. But the 10 car, they're leading once again. They've won the race here 3 times in a row, gone for 4. And we believe they're on a strategy, guys, that they can make it with only one more stop. Certainly the 6 car will need some help with the yellow, but Mike Schenk Racing certainly having a great day.
Mike, you guys are having a great day. You've had a fairly good season up and down, but you're coming in with almost an hour to go. So strategy-wise, you're not going to make it to the end on fuel. What are you guys doing?
Well, first of all, I got to say thank you to Aero. They did a great job with all these crazy colors we have all year. We've had a real tough year. Super proud of Justin Wilson, and now you have Jakob in the 6 car. We're going to have a little fuel issue here, I think, at the end. I think
a lot of fans on the hill enjoying some great Rolex Sports Car Series racing. I think we expected the unexpected here. We've certainly gotten it. Look at those scenics here. Fall is certainly descending upon northwestern Connecticut, and wow, somebody's been off track down No Name Straight, bringing a bunch of dust on. There's a look at the number 10, Jordan Taylor leading. See, a car is taking the escape road. It looked like perhaps one of the Star Works. No,
I think it's one of the Action Express
I think it's the 9.
Yes, the 9 car.
That was probably the smoke we saw.
Brian Frizzell celebrating his 100th start here in Rolex competition here today. Good way to finish it out at the end of the Rolex era to get your 100th start. Pretty cool.
Solid 100.
Jordan Taylor looking for a championship in their 5th win today, but Ganassi looking to move forward as well. They're running 3rd right now, Chris.
Drama for the 69.
Somebody else off there too, maybe.
Hang on just a second, Chris. Let's check. It looks like problems for the 69.
Yeah, he'll win though, but I think they're going to have to take this caution here. This may leapfrog the 6 car into a pretty good position.
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to have to. You're right at an hour to go. It's going to take maybe a lap or two before they open the pits. That's good. It is open, and Jordan Taylor is on pit road. Will be his last stop of the race, in theory, and the last stop of the season, hopefully. Chris?
Well, and there was so much traffic between Jordan and the other cars that they're going to have plenty of time to make this a nice, smooth start. No pressure. This has been the best team in pit lane all year. Going to do 4 tires and fuel. This car has had great balance all day. Not expecting much with the 10 car. Also the 01. Checked in with Tim Keen right before they came in. That car still a little bit tight. So going to be interesting to see. They are doing 4 tires. I was thinking since that car a little bit tight, maybe they would just do 2 tires. But they were also going to make a grill change to the 01 because the oil temperature a little high in that car. The 99 right behind the 10 car doing 4 tires and fuel. No changes with the 99.
I'll tell you who the winner was. 6 car, yeah. Gustavo Jacquemin. Because they had stopped only a short time ago, it took very little fuel.
Yeah.
So look at a few.
And Balzan's doing an awesome job. Balzan's won a lot of championships in Europe, and he's looking pretty good right now. We all got our fingers crossed over here. The crew's been doing an awesome job all year, so just all smiles.
All right, guys.
Back to green. Jordan Taylor leads the field down. Gustavo Jacquemin trying to hold on to 2nd place. You see the number 3 of Stefan Sarrazin in there. He's a lap down in that orange Corvette, but still pressing hard. Taylor pulling away.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing really hard. He wants to try and stay on that lead lap. They did a very late driver change between he and Valiente, and that's really put him into that position here. So Jacquemin in 2nd. Pruitt trying to get around. Oh, and they trade paint. Here comes Cameron. He's got a run on Sarrazin right now. He'll clear him for 4th.
And Jordan Taylor is doing like he's been doing all year long. He is checking out of this race.
Boy, does that car come alive. That 10 car just comes to life quicker than anything else.
Look at him pull that lead. Unbelievable. Scott Pruitt with a good start, too, now up to 3rd.
Think about the performances we've seen from Jordan Taylor. The first one that was so impressive was at Kansas, where he withstood the Pruitt from Scott Pruitt. And then you went to Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. It was not only Pruitt, but it was also Scott Dixon and Dario Franchitti who had shots at him, and he withstood that pressure as well. Chris?
Well, the nice thing about getting a good jump on the field is Jordan Taylor now out front can kind of control the pace of this thing because all of these teams have told their drivers, save fuel. We are right on the edge.
Yeah, I was told about 50 minutes was a fuel run. We got 46 minutes of green flag plus the yellow laps they ran. So it's going to be really, really close. And we're hearing the car 3 jumped the red flag at the end of pit lane, and that's how he got into that sort of like mess at the start of this race. So Sarrazin is going to get a stop and hold here. Here we see the contact between Pruitt and Sarrazin as they come through turn 4, Dorsey.
Kind of a hip check right there. Let's see if he gets in that tire or the front suspension. Look like just side-to-side scrape.
One more time, a car not involved in the championship is involved in the championship.
Here he comes. He's coming to pit lane now. That's a shame because that car had some speed here today.
Gustavo Jacquemin really turned his car.
They want the top step of the podium to finish the year.
And don't forget, Pat Long's paycheck comes from Porsche. He is a Porsche factory driver. He's hired to do just that. You see the manufacturer standings, and as you said, just 6 points behind. Patrick Long wants to get that Park Place Porsche up front. He wants to do it for the team, for the kids at the Children's Tumor Foundation. Patrick Long has a target in front of him, and he wants to move forward. Jordan Taylor has a championship in front of him. He wants to hold on to the lead for another 42 minutes and change from Lime Rock.
I can't think of anything in my life that, except for the birth of my kids, that's knocked me out in that way. You know, Paul Newman once said that the best presents are the ones that you can't buy. And this was it. This qualified at the top of the list.
That's cool.
That is definitely cool. And as I said, enjoyed spending time last night with Sam and Ellen at their house. And what a character, what a storyteller. race car driver and knows so much about the history and the magic of this sport. Right now, the magic is with Jordan Taylor.
Mind you, I'll tell you what, Sam Posey epitomizes Corey. He is a great man and one we love to work with.
Absolutely. This is a fantastic drive once again by Jordan Taylor. Nobody in his rearview mirror. This is such a demanding performance the latter part of this year that he's put on. Since they put him in as the finisher, the closer, he has done a stellar job.
5-second gap over the second place runner, which still remains Gustavo Jacquemin. But Jacquemin, Pruitt, and Cameron run within a second of one another for second, third, and fourth. So there's a fierce battle there for those final spots on the podium. But Velocity Worldwide, the 10 machine, going for their third straight victory of the season and their fourth consecutive win here at Lime Rock. That is amazing. No team has done that before.
In heavy traffic now.
And the number 10 just passing Patrick Long in the 73, that Park Place Porsche we were just talking about. Darren?
You guys were alluding to this not being the well-balanced cars. He feels like that front Corvette.
Holding on to the GT lead in his Corvette. We'll be back to more from Lime Rock in the Rolex Sports Car Series.
Away from crowning a champion, Wayne Taylor won this championship back down in 2004, hoping to see his son win it this year. Wayne, Jordan has just been on fire the second half of this season. Have you had a chance to step back and really absorb what he's been able to do behind the wheel?
No, it's actually incredible. But, you know, I've got to give a lot of thanks to Max, too, because Max has coached him a lot and helped him a lot, and he's just been flawless. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, he's going up against the best in the business. As we look towards next year, any chance we're going to see the two boys share a car?
Yeah, it's a great question, and that is certainly a possibility, yes.
Now, Calvin, obviously Calvin always has great questions. He's wondering if you're going to cut your hair or do something with what you've got going there if you guys win this championship.
I was about to go for a haircut, but my refueler had said to me, no, it might be unlucky, so hence the long hair. Sorry, Calvin, at least I can grow mine. You don't have much left.
As soon as I asked that question, I knew I'd tell you.
You're in trouble.
He's learning now in a second. So we keep looking at that battle between Jacquemin, Cameron, Pruitt, and Bourdais and Westbrook. Well, Jordan Taylor has gapped those guys by 13 seconds. Just really on it for these last 2 or 3 races of the championship.
That's exactly what I said earlier on. I mean, this isn't just a good driving performance. He is making mincemeat of everybody underneath him. I mean, he's had the best of the best out there. IndyCar drivers, everything. When he pulls a trigger on that 10, goodbye field.
Well, and you guys have both done it. You've been in seasons where you just wear the car. It fits. It's comfortable. You get in it, and there's no nerves. Everything just falls into place. And Jordan Taylor is in that zone right now. We talk about how important the team is. That's all well and good, but Max Angelelli doesn't have the performance that Jordan Taylor does in this car. You just have to call a spade a spade. Right now, Jordan Taylor is just in the zone, and he has been for this last quarter of the season.
He's a league of his own right now. I mean, everybody should be looking at him at his age and saying, this is a real deal. This guy can really drive. He's special.
Well, he's picked up the mantle of being the finishing driver. It's one thing to turn fast laps and slow positions, but
oh, I didn't even like to see that. I just saw smoke out of the tailbox pipe of the 10.
Dirt there on the racetrack.
14
minutes to go.
He's got 14 minutes. I don't want something to go wrong there. Looks clean here.
It's nail bite time down in the
or Simon Hodgson.
Robin Liddell still ahead.
Had such a great run going, Dorsey. Running in the second spot. Didn't look like he could close in on Eric Curran for the win, but it had been another strong runner-up position. That would have been their 4th on the season, and just really, really frustrating to have that sort of performance. And that's just the problem when you got 2 different classes.
And the drivers are going to drive a lot of things between here and there. You saw Patrick Long talk about the future. Well, Patrick Long, versatile. We've seen him run stock cars in the past. I've watched him race motorcycles, much to the chagrin of Porsche, I think. He was racing on short track stock. It's going to be 3. If they get to the line before 3 minutes, it may be 4 laps.
Could be 4.
Could be 4.
And let's find out if Jordan Taylor can do what he's done
just
in the
drive
past.
Away. He's going to have a good start here.
Sarrazan's there right in the mix again. Remember when we went back to that restart, he was there separating the 10 car from the rest of the pack.
Hopefully everybody cleaned their tires good, because it's going to be crucial now.
And Jacquemin doesn't want to see the 3 car there, but this is a short caution to clean things up. Jordan Taylor actually has a little breathing room with him there. He's going to jump out. Jacquemin looks to the inside, see if he can get past Sarrazan, who is 3 laps down.
Yeah, he's got to let these guys go.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be in this at all.
Yeah, he's going to spoil this motor race if he tries to fight too hard.
So Gustavo Jacquemin focusing forward, but it's a lap car that's in front of him. Where the heat's really going to come from is Scott Pruitt right behind him. Understand the 90 will get a stop and hold for 60 seconds for avoidable contact. That is Richard Westbrook for the contact with Patrick Long. And Sarazen's pulled out pretty well in front of Jakim, and that's left the battle right here.
But look who else has pulled out.
Yeah,
Jordan
Taylor's
gone.
bye-bye. He's gone.
That's what I wanted to see. Pressure off. This is like Sebastian Vettel does in Formula One at the moment. He just takes off and takes all the pressure off for the remainder of the stint.
You know,
Incredible.
I love that. He says, come and get it, boys. Come and get it.
Well, and if you can get that jump and you can build that lead immediately, like you were alluding to, Calvin, almost instantly the pressure's gone, because you look in your mirror at the end of the first lap, my lead is there.
A lot of credit to Jordan Taylor, but a lot of credit to that crew, as Simon Hosen told us this morning. I mean, Adam Bennett and the whole group there, Brian Peller, the main engineer, have really done a tremendous job in working with this Corvette car, which has got the Dallara chassis underneath it. They've really found the sweet spot, and they keep bringing it home every week right now.
Pops a 2.5-second lead on the first lap on a restart. I mean, he's just checking out. I mean, that's dominance. It's unbelievable.
And I think in years past, the Dallara chassis was really known for its high-speed handling, but what that team has managed to do is find a setup that allows it to have good mechanical grip and really put the power down well, and they have been magic this year.
Well, it's nice to see Sarazen's not really affecting the race for second. It's what it's down to now. He's clear of all that. Here's your GT leader by a lot again.
Good for Eric Curran and this entire team. You said it, Calvin. Everybody wants to win the last race of the season, but certainly when it's the last race of an era, the Rolex Sports Car Series, and your name goes down in the record books, and that team has worked so hard over the years. It'd be good to see them take a victory here. Sure, it will be an emotional one. Jordan Taylor, 2.3 seconds in hand over Gustavo Jakim. 1 minute left in the season, 1 minute left in the series.
Look at this battle here. Forget about the leader, but look at this. Second through 6. Negri is caught right up to this little pack here. This is going to be interesting here for the last couple of laps.
They're going to get a 1 to go. It's a little short of 1.5 miles when they get to the start-finish line. Somebody's going to have to make it happen if they want second place.
Can Jakim hold on? He's driven a perfect race so far.
Jordan Taylor has checked out. He'll get the white flag at the line. There it is, his first professional championship. Merely 30 seconds away, 1 lap away. Gustavo Jakim still handling the pressure from Scott Pruitt. Dane Cameron in there as well.
Will anyone get overly aggressive here on the final lap of this race, final lap of the championship season, and final lap of the Grand Am era?
Don't see anybody being aggressive right now. I think, you know, look at that GT battle behind that leader.
Look at that. There's the 57 in there, but he's a lap down. It's Curran, Balzan, then Van Overbeck. So a championship for Alessandro Balzan in the Rolex GT, just less than a lap away.
He's sitting pretty with 2 Ferraris right behind him, too. I don't think they're going to do anything to him now. They won't rough him up.
Congratulations to the Scuderia Corsa team. What a performance they put together this year. Just really, really consistent.
And here we go, Jordan Taylor, Max Angelelli, they make history, they win at Lime Rock, and they win the 2013 Rolex Sports Car Series Daytona Prototype Championship. Gustavo Jakim, a great run to second, and celebration all around. Jordan Taylor, the emotion overcoming it, I'm sure, and for Eric Curran, Calvin in GT and Daytona Prototypes.
There he is.
There you go, Jordan Taylor. You think the pressure's been taken off? Look at that. It is time to celebrate. We're behind the wheel, but such a personality outside the car and away from the racetrack. I'm sure we'll see that personality with the celebrations when we come back to Lime Rock Park. Cars returning to Victory Lane, and Victory Lane is a place that the number 10 team knows all too well. They have been so strong this season. The 5th victory of the year, the 3rd in a row for Velocity Worldwide. Wayne Taylor racing in his group, and Jordan Taylor, just another stunning performance today.
Oh, just dominant. I mean, he has just really been on fire. Someone had to grab this championship by the scruff of the neck. The number 10 team, the Velocity Worldwide group, Paul Blakely and all the boys, they'll be ecstatic to win this championship. First year with that banner on board, and it's just been a tremendous performance, Dorsey, once again today.
And it might have all changed at the point that they took Max out of the lead and they put young Jordan Taylor as the finisher, and that really changed the effort.
You like the points now that it's over with? You can read them?
I'll agree with this one.
You'll agree with this one?
Yeah. Well,
Dorsey and his points as they run now. This is points as they run now, Dorsey.
I like it, the way it looks, just like that.
They came in with an 8-point advantage, and with that victory, they extend it to 13. Congratulations to Wayne Taylor Racing. Chris, you got to be careful down there. I'm sure it's going crazy.
Yeah, lots of hugs and kisses down here. Really such a family affair with this team. Wayne Taylor, his wife Shelly down here. Kisses, hugs. Shelly's got tears in her eyes. She's having to walk away. Jordan just finally getting his helmet off right now as everybody's just been giving him hugs the entire time. Jordan, what a great run by you guys. Hey guys, there you got a trophy for winning the race. You're gonna get a trophy for winning the championship. Max, you gotta get in here too. Jordan, you really just took over this championship. Back at Indy, I remember your dad saying he thought you guys were out of it. You needed to win races. You won all the races.
Yeah, you know, there have been studies, you know, and 60% of the time, Ganassi's won the championship every time. And we definitely wanted to make a change, so I mean, the last few races just have been awesome. I mean, the guys, you saw this race, we were the only one to do the certain stops because we were saving fuel the whole middle stint. And it's basically down to these guys. They make it look easy for us. And, you know, my mom always said you're only as good as your car. And I've got to thank all these guys for that.
You grew up in a racing family. You and your brothers going to the racetrack when you were just young children, watching your dad win championships, watching Max win championships. Now you finally have your first professional championship. What's that feel like?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a loser in a way. I mean, racing is my life. I've only got a few friends like Mark and Kristen back home, but it's family, friends, and racing for me, so I'm just happy to finally get a championship with basically my brother there, Max. Yeah, thanks, baby.
Yeah, basically your brother, Max. He's consistently walking away from you here, Max. Max, you got your first Rolex championship back in 2005. Yeah. It's been 7 years since that. You watched these Ganassi guys win so many along the way. Yeah. Now you got your second championship, and you did it with a kid that you've been tutoring since he was a little kid.
Yes, I knew. It was so little. I'm so proud of him. He did such a fantastic job. The whole team, don't forget, it's a team. We are all together, pit stop, strategy, they were just fantastic, and everything worked out.
Everything worked out. We've got champions here. 2011, Velocity Worldwide. Darren?
Eric Curran, finally.
Ever worked a Rolex Sports Car Series race. Everyone in the production truck, we've enjoyed it. We've made history. It's been a wild ride. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Till.